for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Back in March of this year, a Danish tourist was reported as missing in Thailand by his family as he was duly noted that he had mental and other issues. At the time, Bangkok reports indicate that prior to disappearing, he'd been seen to be under the influence, belligerent and offensive amid traffic there. Now it transpires that he passed away whilst in custody in a single cell in March after several previous arrests. But without documentation was essentially a John Doe. This until recently, when family traced his movements and with police assistance linked in to the unknown man who was sent for a post-mortem at the time. On his way from Bangkok to the UK, a 31-year-old British man was nabbed as he changed planes in Austria, along with 25 pounds of cannabis. He, of course, has claimed that he had no idea that the weed was in his bag. Authorities there, though, were keen to prosecute, and his return to Newcastle, his final destination, has been seriously delayed for sure. Schools in Thailand should not be closed in an effort to quell the recent increase in COVID-19 cases. That's official and from the Department of Disease Control, who yesterday confirmed that the expected clusters have been found in some schools, jails and similarly heavily populated settings. However, they've recommended screening of staff and pupils, which would lead to them being sent home to recuperate, as you would from a common cold, and to avoid closure wherever possible. Thai police have confirmed that the new digital entry app will be used to track those with criminal convictions and outstanding warrants globally, as the app allows a computer-run system to speedily trace each arrivee, usually prior to passing into Thailand. Now being used to deter foreign body sellers from slipping into the country unnoticed, anyone on a blacklist faces refusal or arrest at the later date. A wily Bulgarian remains in custody in the capital after being caught hacking into ATM machines and taking over their management, cutting off the bank from their own technology at the same time. The 50-year-old is said to have taken the appearance of an ATM engineer and used master keys to open them and divert data via a SIM-operated unit to his own network. As floods, rain and runoffs begin to fill the main rivers across Thailand, residents downriver from Angkong to Ayutthaya and even the capital are being walled to clear low-level areas close to the banks ahead of a predicted heavy flooding which could begin as soon as today, as the Chainak dams were opened to allow levels there to drop, so the rivers swelled as of yesterday. Meanwhile at home, an Indian tourist who climbed onto a taxi roof to sleep saw police rush to remove him at 4:30 in the morning. He was found to be mumbling and under the influence of something, which drove him to first bang on the taxi windows and, when the driver refused to open and talk, climb onto the roof. Thanks to CCTV systems in Pattaya, the region has hit the top 10 safest cities in Southeast Asia, according to one major report, which highlights the 2,000-plus cameras now actually working in the region, along with a state-of-the-art management centre. As is clear, whilst crime reports appear to be higher than in the past, the truth is that they are more or less the same, but that the type of crime has certainly changed. This, as most are resolved by police very quickly now, thanks to the technology available. And authorities here were perturbed by a disturbing case that has seen a Chinese man emulate Tchaikovsky this week, much to the amazement of emergency services. Under the influence of something, he climbed into a huge storage water tank atop a condo block and refused to come out. It's thought that, as the composer, he had planned to be no more by the morning, but similarly found that it wasn't deep enough to cover him. It took over half an hour for the teams to rescue the 26-year-old, who is said to have overlooked taking his health medication for several days, and he was taken for evaluation. Despite the similarity, the Chinese man will have been less pungent when found, as he had only been in water, whereas the music maestro chose a sewage works for his endeavours. And with the Met Office promising highs for the day and over the weekend of 32, dropping down to 28, cloudy and breezy for most parts, thunderstorms at any time, and the real feel of 37.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.